Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is all about Christmas. On my desk today I have journals and supplies from various artists, all with a Christmas theme. So let's go ahead and get looking at these. We'll look at supplies first. All of these items can be found in Yvette's Junk Journal shop on Ko-fi. So this is All Is Bright, 5 Christmas tags with small hand-pieced fabric by, this is by Cindy. So if you know my channel and you've been here before, you know that Cindy does lovely layering and vintage vibes. So love these. I love this little scrappy piece of material on there, very cute. So there's the 5 Christmas tags. All is Bright, so you can look it up by the name of the item, or just type in Cindy in the description box and all of her items will come up. Here we have another pack. Celebrate the season. 6 fancy tags on page edges, fabric, lace, and paper. How cute are those? Perfect if you are in the middle of making your Christmas journal, or you have a blank journal and need to decorate it for your December daily. These would be awesome. Ready to go. Oh, I dropped the paper on the floor. There we go. Here we have a journal pack from Dawn, from Scrapbook Sage. And she always puts together great things, ready to go. So here you have a piece of fabric, textured. We have an earring dangle. Not perfect, just forgiven. Isn't that true? Well, I thought this was Christmas themed, but I don't. Yeah, it's Christmas. We have this here, piece of fabric. Very generous piece for your cover. In a wonderful plaid. It's got gray and red on there. Beautiful. As I fold that back up, she's got a couple of plain cards with some twine around there, a piece of jute, a braided piece of jute trim, this pretty gold and white trim, a clothespin that you can make a little reindeer out of, and a little cross, and some charms, and then the earring. I'm going to put the earring in the bag. If I can fit it in there. There we go. So there is that one. And you can just look these up by Dawn's name. I'm going to get those back together here in a bit. The next one I'm going to show is this one. This is again by Cindy. It's Vintage Christmas Fun. 4 card fronts, 13 magazine pieces from 1960, 11 smaller wrapping paper pieces, and 10 large 1950s pieces. So vintage, vintage, vintage in this one. Let's get this open. So we have this glittery card front. I don't know if the glitter is picking up on camera or not. Greetings from the 5 of us. That's so cute. Little Christmas angels around a tree. Christmas pieces in here. From a 1960s magazine. And they all come in this envelope that is also a vintage envelope. I don't want to fold that. Let's get that in there correctly. There we go. We have this large angel piece here. So cute. This brings back memories. Some of this paper I think my parents or my grandparents had. This one with the kettle I definitely remember, with the stove. Kind of aging myself now. Maybe they were using vintage material for my Christmas presents. That's it. How fun is this pack? I love it. I do remember this one. So there we have that one. Put all these nice and neat back together the way Cindy had them. Oops. And try to get it back in the bag. You guys know I struggle with that. Well, if you don't know, you'll know well enough soon. There we go. And put that back together. Vintage Christmas fun. Okay, I'm going to do these last so that I can try to get them back in the bags. It's a little difficult sometimes for me. Move all of these over. There we go. So now I have some space here in the middle for the journals. So our first journal here has a holly berry cover with lace down the spine. Let's get into it. This is from Jane. All of these are from Jane, all of the journals. Holly Berry Christmas, 5x8, 2 signatures, 68 pages. And she's got various papers from Michael's and coffee dyed colored papers. It's kind of a heavy cardstock on the cover here. That's always nice to have on the cover page. I used to do that quite often. I don't do it so much anymore, but it's nice to have that cover page on there that's a little bit heavier duty. Season's greetings. She's got trim on the pages, as you can see here. Belly band, side tuck. This would make a great December daily as well. She's got a tag at the top there. Little tuck spot. So Jane's journals are very user-friendly. Lots of interesting things in them, but also lots of places to add your own touches. This would make a beautiful place to add some pictures or some gift tags, memories from your holiday season. This little belly band there. So cute. And in the back, she's got a couple of different things in there that you could use however you'd like. And she's tied it all off with a white silk ribbon. So there's our first journal. Second one is this pretty layered journal that she has. We have a yellow seam binding, crinkled seam binding tie. The front cover looks to be a decoupaged napkin, and then she's layered it with this applique, which has some lace applique on top of that. Front and back are all decoupaged. Let's go ahead and open this up and learn a little bit more about it. It's a fabric cover. Christmas time, 6.5 by 9, Mod Podge front cover and fabric inner cover. One signature, 56 pages. She used Graphics 45 color dyed, coffee dyed papers that she made. So I love the vintagey vibe of this one. Beautiful. Little side tuck there, and again she's put beautiful lace on the edges, and she's used the same lace on the edge on the pages that she's put it on, so it's very cohesive. And of course Graphics 45 is beautiful paper. Coffee dyed paper, big side tuck with big journal card. This has a bookmark or tag in the top. Another big pocket here. Very cute. And this paper is very heavy duty as well. All of the Graphics 45 paper. And then here's the back cover, and then she's got the bookmarks on the, or the corner, what do they call those? Corner covers. There's that one. Our next one is a pink Christmas journal. So all my pink lovers are going to want to pay attention to this. We have it tied with a pink seam binding. She has pink fabric, and then she has over the top of it this beautiful piece of mesh lace, and it comes off the bottom here. This is called Pink Lace. It's 6.5 by 9, envelope fabric covered, one signature, 76 pages. And the papers are Stamperia, coffee dyed pages, and lace on some of the edges. We have a cute little puppy on the front, and he lives in one of these houses, I'm sure. Love the pretty colors on this. Pink at Christmas always reminds me of my grandma, because she had a pink, I don't know if you guys remember the Christmas trees that used to be metal, and they were like silver, most of them. Well, my grandmother had a pink Christmas tree, and then she had silver or gold and pink Christmas balls that she would put on there. And I always remember, whenever I think of pink at Christmas, I always think of my grandmother. She loved pink, and that tree was something else. I can't remember what they were. I don't know what they were made out of. They were just metal. I just remember a metal Christmas tree. It was kind of funny, because my one grandma was very feminine like that, and my other grandma, her tree had just everything on it. She had the vintage glass Christmas ornaments that were square like mirrors and very eclectic, and my other grandmother was very structured and very pink. So that's a fun memory. Jane's got me remembering all these things today. It's great. So we have a pocket over here. Music paper. The pastel colors are amazing. Little pocket on the side there. And then in the back, she has a little tag. So that one is pink lace. Okay, our next one here looks like more of a traditional Christmas. 12 Days of Christmas on the front. She's got a piece of mesh behind there. It's fabric covered. Lace on the spine. She's got lace down the edges. I don't see a description page in here, so I will call this 12 Days of Christmas if I don't find something that tells me otherwise. Just got a big pocket here with a tag. Definitely more of a traditional feel to this one, because we have something for everybody, right? Pocket. Sometimes I just like to turn the pages and let the journal talk for itself, or speak for itself. Again, this would make a great December daily, if you're looking for that. Also, a way to use a journal at Christmas is to put this on a table and have people write their favorite Christmas memory or what they appreciate about the people in their lives or their family. And then I have people who have done that, and then they just add to it every year. So every year somebody can add a new thing that they're grateful or thankful for within their family. That's always fun. Or a photo. There's that one. We have this one here. It has fabric, and then she's layered these flowers on the front. And this has kind of got a little squishiness to it. That's fun. This is Jolly Holly. 6.5 by 9 fabric covered cardboard, 3 signatures, 132 pages, again with graphics 45, dyed papers, and colored papers. So how fun is this one? So she's got all the same lace on the outside, and then she's done a little bit of different lace or trim on some of the pages on the inside. So it brings a cohesiveness to it, but then you open it and have a little surprise. A pocket with a bird sticking out. Top tuck. So if nothing else today, you are going to be inspired, I'm sure. I work with some very amazing people. And Jane's journals were among some of the first ones that I saw when she was selling with Lindsay from Nevermore Creations, and I had just started making journals. Hers were some of the first ones that I saw. So she's always been an inspiration to me. And when I purchased the consignment portion of Lindsay's shop and started doing my own consignment, I was super excited when Jane messaged me and came over and, hey, I'm going to sell my journals with you. So get to bring these to you guys still, those of you who are a Jane journal fan. And we have one more journal, and then we'll go back to Dawn's packs here. Here we have a blue Christmas journal. Little snowman on the front, lace down the spine, fabric covered, 3 signatures. And this is called Snowman Night, 6.5 by 9, fabric covered, cardboard, 3 signatures, 120 pages, miscellaneous papers, graphics 45, stamperia, Michael's papers, copy dyed papers, and blue pages. And again, she's put the beautiful lace on the edges there. She's trimmed out the front and back cover with this beautiful blue applique. Brings it all together. So let's just flip through and appreciate this beautiful journal. So we have lots of space for writing or adding photos, clipping on gift tags. Sometimes people make great gift tags. I've gotten some gift tags that I thought were better than the gift. Of course, when you have crafty friends, that's how things are, right? I mean, I think I'm like that when I give a present. I think sometimes the way that it's wrapped is important. So I do get a lot of comments. I do take time when I have a purchase in my shop. I do usually wrap them in brown paper and put at least lace around it or jute or something. Even though you know what you're getting, I kind of like the idea of opening it and having it like a gift. So you're unwrapping it, but that's just how I like to do things. So there we have our journals. Bring those back into frame a little bit here. And then let's get back to Dawn's packs. I have this pack here. Looks like a little bag of fun. So she's got some yarn, different yarns. We have a little bag of vintage buttons. She has this beautiful piece of fabric. How fun is that? And then we have this green piece of fabric. To coordinate with that, she's got this beautiful red trim here. Let me try to show that. And then we have a couple of slides. So I like to make slides into little charms. And then we have this paper. It's like this is like a tissue paper kind of, and a mulberry paper. So there we have this pack. These will all be named, but you can find them by typing in Dawn, D-A-W-N, and then all of her items will come up. Here we have a beautiful rose colored key. What do they call that? Rose gold Couldn't think of the word. And little clip-on or post earrings. Those can make a cute little closure. See if I can get these back in here. Probably not. So we'll just do this. I'll get those back in a minute. We have this one here. So Dawn is very good at curating items and putting them together as an inspiration starter. So here is this necklace. You could take this apart. How I would use this part is as a pocket on the front of a journal. And then these could become like little charms. She's got a bag of buttons in there. This fuzzy white yarn. Very cool. We have another photo slide. This fabric is the same fabric as in the last pack. And then we have that green piece of fabric again. And very generous piece for the cover. Definitely enough there to make a cover or an inside cover. She has the red trim here. And then 2 pieces of the paper. And these are vintage. I can feel that from them. So there's that pack. And again, we will get that all together, but not on camera. Okay, the next one is this one here. Now this one isn't as much of a Christmas theme, but I pulled it out, and instead of putting it back, I'm just going to show it. So this is a button. She has some black trim here. This piece of upholstery fabric. We have the Goonies. So those of you might not know, Dawn and I live in an area in Oregon where the Goonies was filmed, especially Dawn. She's on the North Coast. And so Goonies is really a big thing here, which I think it's a hilarious movie. If you haven't watched it, you should. She has this kind of gold colored fabric, or buttery colored fabric. An envelope. And then she's got this page from a stamp collecting catalog. So these are stamps from Italy. So those of you who don't know how that works, you would get the stamp and put it on there for stamp collecting. I explain things because sometimes people don't quite know. If you're new to this or you haven't really been into junk journaling, you're not, or collecting, you wouldn't really know those things. So there's that set, and then I have one more here which I'm going to squeeze in this area here. So here we have some placemats that could be used for journal covers, and these will be sold separately. So the first one here is this cute snowman. It says peace, joy, and love. Okay, and then the next one is a snowman as well. So these are different kinds of placemats. This one's more like a woven, and it has already, look, you already have your trim on there. Just fold and go. So how I would do this, for those of you who might be saying, that's kind of big for a journal. So if you had cardboard, you could put it like this. You could fold the bottom up. You could fold it into thirds if you didn't have cardboard and you're just wanting a journal. You're ready to go there. Or you could fold it in half and use a cardboard as a base, and then just fold these around, and it would make more of a size journal. Or you could just do this and make a big huge journal. Hey, go for it. All right, and the last one here is this one, which is Santa and his sleigh with a starry night in the background. So cool. And this is also like a upholstery piece. This is more like a woven piece, and this is an upholstery piece with the red on the back. So those are going to be sold separately, all available coming up in my shop. So by the time you see this video, I will have uploaded all of these items. They'll be ready in my shop, and get them before they're gone. So in our next video, we have more journals coming up. I have another supply video coming up, and I have a cool idea for a upcoming tutorial. I just have to figure out, yeah, a couple little things. Anyway, stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Check out my junk journal shop, Yvette's Junk Journal Shop on Ko-fi. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.